Have you ever been stuck trying to test a function only to be confused by how many times it should be called? It can be really tricky, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to set up your Google Mock expectations correctly. I totally get it. It's frustrating when you want to ensure a function is called just once with specific parameters, but you also need it to handle other calls with different parameters. You're definitely not alone in this struggle. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, "How do I detect that a function has been called exactly once with a certain set of arguments, but allow it to be called many times with different arguments?" Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's the solution? In Google Mock, you can set expectations for how many times a function should be called with specific parameters while allowing it to be called with others. This is a common scenario in unit testing, and we can tackle it step by step. And stick around. I have a great tip at the end that will help you streamline your testing process even further. To achieve the desired behavior, the user should start by setting up the expectation for the function call. This involves using the Google Mock framework to specify that the function must be called exactly once with the specific argument. Next, the user needs to allow for the function to be called multiple times with different arguments. This can be done by using the times method with a wildcard matcher for the other calls. Now the user should combine these expectations. They can use a combination of the specific call and the wildcard matcher to ensure the function behaves as required. Finally, the user should run their tests to verify that the expectations are met. This will confirm that the function was called exactly once with the specified argument and can be called multiple times with others. Fun fact, did you know that the first unit tests were written in the 1970s? Testing has come a long way since then, and now we have powerful tools like Google Mock to help us. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. This user suggests a method for setting expectations in Google Mock. They recommend starting with a catch-all expectation using an underscore, which allows any argument and can be called any number of times. Then they advise adding more specific expectations afterward, like calling the function with ABC exactly once. Here's that great tip I promised. Always document your expectations clearly in your tests. This not only helps you, but also anyone else who might read your code later. And there you have it. You now know how to set expectations for function calls in Google Mock. Remember, clear documentation is key. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video where we dive deeper into advanced mocking techniques.